everyone, welcome back to this exciting new video. Today, we'll be exploring together one of the finest sails in my top 5 collection. Join me as we dive into the exceptional Cabrinha Mantis Apex, the pinnacle of their range. We had already tried the Mantis 2025 time ago. I leave you the video above, and we discovered that it was already a very performing wing in the normal version. Well, Cabrinha in this version Apex top range has surpassed itself. I tell you right away that it is not only the material that has changed, it has also changed the sail maker that sews this sail. So the stitches on the fabric are different. There is an attention to detail and super materials. The whole set has created a really great sail. Let's talk about the materials that are a bit the real novelty of this Apex. Well, following a bit the trend of other manufacturers and sails, even if Cabrinha is not an estimator of sails too expensive, in fact, this sail has an excellent value for money precisely because it does not have all the structure in a lula, but is limited only to the central part. A lula of last generation. And then a stiffness and a super lightness, obviously, then the tips parade in a Dacron material that we have already seen in the old Mantis, which is a resistant material, rigid and durable over time. The canopy is in the already proven D2 Tagine ripstop, therefore a material capable of resisting over time, surely to maintain an excellent tension of the sail, even after billions and billions of outputs. Handles and boom. Yes, because this wing can be mounted either with handles or with boom. It is made of a very particular material and typical of Cabrinha that we have already seen in the other models. It is a soft material to the touch, so it does not ruin our board, but very stiff in gait. I tried it with the Boma, and for me, it is the top. Basically, the shape of the Apex has not changed much compared to the traditional Mantis. We therefore find a low angle behind that allows this wing to be super stable in the flea fry, but very reactive in the EE maneuvers, why not even quite fast. This thanks also to the controlled deformation of the tips that is evaluated and adjusted according to the various dimensions of the sails. The panels are arranged parallel to the opening and thus evenly distribute the wind load. So we will never have a sail that does not deflect, but we will always have a sail capable of distributing the force between the two hands. We will never have only one arm. Indeed, as we have already seen, even for the old Mantis, there is a lot of attention to unloading the force, to hold the LA, to unload the force a little on the front hand. So we have a very comfortable sail in gait. The strat is convex, and this definitely improves the stiffness and better supports the tension of the canopy in the trailing edge in the trailinage. We have a force distributor and a load distributor at the back in the trailing edge that distributes the power and keeps the canopy always tense even over time, as well as to protect us from abrasions that we may have while arming it. We have composite material slats in the trailing edge that distribute the force of the wind, so they release it constantly. We never have annoying flicker. measurements, the colors, the handles. Well, the apex was made in an edition, I would say, quite limited. The pieces produced are few for each size. So I recommend, if you want to ask immediately to Marco, I leave you below his link with his contact, talk directly with everyone, and you will also know how to recommend the right fit for you. So this apex is made in this beautiful color because it really has a color that with the sun in the water is really beautiful, and I really like it. The measurements of this sail range from 40430 to 0530. I have tested 1/4. These are very limited measures compared to the traditional Mantis. But let's talk a little bit about the handles or the boom. We have the option to choose between the handles and the boom. I had tried the Mantis with the handles. These handles are one longer and one shorter. I like them because they have a lot of space in the hand and they are slightly raised on the front, on the bow hand, and therefore facilitate surfing. And they are made of this very soft material to the touch that almost seems not stiff, but I assure you that when you are flying with your Mantis or with the Vision, because they are also mounted on the Vision, the stiffness is really good, the grip is good, never tired. And be careful, even the surf end is in this material, let's call it soft, rigid. And therefore you have a reactivity in surfing, especially to turn the sail excellent, because we are almost at zero play. The boom, finally, the possibility to mount the boom is something that perhaps a little missing before. And I love boom sails. Maybe because I come from windsurfing, I don't know, but I find them much more fun to maneuver, and in my opinion they also help a lot and also simplify a lot some maneuvers, because we always manage to catch the sail somehow. So welcome Boma in the Lovers. Apex is the top. My feelings in the water then? I anticipate that I tried this sail in absurd conditions. I kept 1/4, changing the various new foils that for now I cannot tell you yet. But we will soon as they come out. But I already tell you that the thumb is up in short. I tried with gusty conditions. The wind was turning on all sides. We were passing by. 8 knots to 20 knots. With my 4, I brought home a more than satisfactory exit anyway. Why? Because the new Mantis Apex immediately gives a sense of greater rigidity than the Mantis, maintaining the main characteristic of the Mantis, that is. This superlative maneuverability, because it is really very easy in the maneuvers, passes from one side to the other without ever weighing, without ever being forced. And then one thing that I liked is that we feel this rigidity immediately. As soon as we put it in position, it immediately tends to give an excellent acceleration. So I also believe that it is a wing that can also get a little closer, not to the exasperated race, but that can take away some satisfaction also in speed, because I felt it very, very free in the sense that its power, in addition to acceleration, continues even when we are in gear. It is a sail that upwinds very well because obviously the structure is leadinage. It is quite small, thin, and enters the wind very well. It's a sail I really liked. I personally put it in the top 5, both for the simplicity of use, for the lightness, because it is a really light sail, and for the beauty and the choice of colors. Because even this, however, also the eye wants its part, and because it is an efficient sail without too many frills. The valves have been replaced with new models. The factory that produces this wing is different, and therefore really the attention to detail is excellent in everything. We have all the positive things that the Mantis had, and something more in terms of rigidity, and in my opinion also lightness in maneuvers. Who do I recommend this sail to? Surely he has a rider who doesn't want to invest all this money in a completely halula wing, but he has a rider who wants to have fun in all conditions. It has a rider who, while doing his fun maneuvers, his freestyle flow without jumping too much, then that we saw that the vision is slightly more suitable. But the person who really likes to maneuver and who every now and then when he sees his friend trying an acceleration, he manages to go after him. And to keep the same speed, so it is a complete sail for a free ride, really good quality Cabrinha. This sail I liked very much. Thank you if you have come this far. I hope this video can be useful to put in your quiver also the choice of this Cabrinha ape. Follow me if you don't do it yet. Put a like, comment, and above all, subscribe to my channel if you want to have access to personalized onboard tutorials, then for subscribers only. Where do we really learn the main maneuvers together in the field? And now we're also starting to push ourselves on some maneuvers a little more like intermediates. So please subscribe. For you is only the cost of a coffee, a breakfast per month. For me, it is an important help to continue creating quality content. I leave you here some comments so you can see what my subscribers think of these onboard video tutorials. Guys, see you soon in the water with other tests, Cabrinha, Spoilero, Jackets Pro. We will try the tail and we will try when the new Cabrinha foils come out that I really liked. Stewart, guys.